everyone, it's Lexi and I have a question for you. Have you ever tried long range or more of a mid-range in some sketchy places? Yeah, me too. Sometimes we are flying in the places that make us just pray to the prop gods not to lose control over the quad or not to lose the quad in general. But what I like more than praying to the prop gods is actually preparing. So the prop gods cannot randomly decide that actually today is the day of the sacrifice, you know what I'm saying? So today I want to share with you 3 tips on how to prepare your quad to always find it in case of emergency. Let's go. If you remember my Slovenia video, you probably know what happened. So if you haven't seen it, check it out just right here in the cards. And generally what happened is that I lost control over my drone due to reasons and circumstances that I will talk about in the video next week. So be sure that you are subscribed so you will not miss it. But anyway, I have lost control over the quad and it fell straight down into the woods. Now, that was this quad, so we have found it. Now, I want to share with you a couple of things that I always keep in mind and a thing that is kind of like a gadget, a bonus, something like this. So, number 1 is DVR recording. I know, it's totally a cliche, but trust me, some pilots are still not using DVR and some of the goggles are still not equipped with such a high tech. So, DVR recording may actually help you in 2 ways. Whenever you get lost while doing some long range or mid range, or eventually when your battery is not able to make it all the way back, you can find some characteristic places that you can later find in the Google Maps while searching throughout your DVR, and just land next to the most characteristic thing that you have seen that you can maybe later find and just basically drive there and get your quad. Now, number 2, and this is what happened to us, you lose the air sealing or you lose the vision or your battery just decides like, hey, 6 cells are kind of not good enough, so let's just make it 5, and your drone just falls off the sky with the grace of a stone. You know what I'm saying? You can always check out your DVR and basically compare the things that you have seen in your camera with the things that are available on the Google Maps. Since you basically know where you are flying from and you maybe know which way you were going, then it's easier for you to actually check where it was. Now, here is what we saw in our DVR and how we actually found out the place using Google Maps. So this is what we initially did in Slovenia, but this is not everything that will help you with finding your drone because, yeah, we knew basically which area, but where is it exactly? Because, I mean, the woods are kind of big. Number 2, Hellgate or any other battery-powered buzzer. Now, if you want to throw on me things like, oh my god, it's 5 grams more, or oh my god, it's so expensive, yeah, but losing the quad with a really nice camera is definitely much more expensive and it gets those 5 grams. I mean, I get it and it's fine. Hellgate or any other battery-powered buzzer ensure that even if your quad falls off the sky and battery unplugs, or if it's really far away and the battery dies before you get to your drone, the buzzer will still be beeping. And it actually beeps louder and louder with any particular time that is set in the buzzer itself. So it actually helps a lot whenever you had a really nasty crash. And this is nothing that the motor sounds that some people use actually can give, because with the motor sounds your battery pops out or just dies and then that's it. So having one of those is really, really important for you to find it. And this is also what we have done in Slovenia. The thing was that the battery was still in. So basically what we could do is, 1, we got there with the transmitter and with the goggles and we got the link and we could just switch it to start beeping for us. And it actually did. So check out what happened in the video. Update, we got a connection. So it should be somewhere near, although we cannot see it. So let's see what it is. We think it's somewhere further there. Okay, so somewhere there. So whenever you know more or less where the drone is because you had DVR and you compared it with your Google Maps, you can always go to this place with your goggles and with your transmitter just to be sure that the battery is still plugged in. If you just hear the buzzer while you cannot actually get anything from your radio or from your goggles, you know that the battery is unplugged. And if you are lucky enough, you may actually get the link back, and then with a simple switch, you can start locating your drone where it is exactly. So that helps immensely with finding your drone, whatever it may be, especially in the forest, like trust me.
Oh, found it! It's in a tree. That's hilarious.
Any type of Wi-Fi, Bluetooth or GPS devices. This is something that actually helped us immensely in Czech Republic when I actually fell off the sky and the castle during the race down the mountain. And we were actually looking for the drone somewhere in the woods on the mountain, and it was pretty not easy. We kind of knew where it went, but we didn't have a buzzer actually, so that was my mistake. But we did have Insta360 Go 2 camera, and a friend of mine, Jake, thank you very much Jake again, just went for my phone and we decided to just try to connect it. And we did. So when you have any type of a GoPro, Insta360 or Cadex, whatever you have in there that has Bluetooth connection, you can always try to connect your phone with the camera, and then you actually not only get the location that it's kind of close, but also you get the picture. So what happened to us in Czech was that we actually noticed that, oh, I actually see one of the hoodies of the guys that was standing there, and this is how we found the drone. Now, other things that you may be using is either Chipolo or Tile or things like this that actually get you via Bluetooth, but you can also use Apple tags because they have GPS in them. There's also a lot of other things that you can just put in which have GPS location, but this is something I'm personally not using because one, I don't use Apple products that much and it's kind of expensive, but two, I'm kind of like, where should I put it? I don't know. So my usual backup is the camera. So yeah, this is all I had for you today, and I hope that this short list will help you with making some decisions regarding your long range and mid range setups, so you will be sure that you will not lose your drone anytime soon. I mean, losing this footage and the drone is kind of sad by itself, so let's not make it happen. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up to help me make algorithm happy, and let me know in the comments down below what are your worst horror stories with losing a quad or looking for a quad, if you have ever found it, and things like this. Like for me personally, once I was looking for a quad for 2 days and we have actually found it by an absolute coincidence, so that was really lucky, and prop gods went in my favor. That's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Stay awesome, fam. Bye.